the following presentation of the National Football League.
Counting down toward kickoff here in Music City. This is Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans.
Please welcome your 2026 Tennessee Titans.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Off play action, it's Ward. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Grant Delpit up to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third and 7. Out of the gun, Ward. A short one there to Bellinger. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ward to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Malik Collins in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, here's Ward. This one complete right side. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
A lengthy opening drive now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Throwing is Ward. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This from 34 yards. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
On play action, Shedeur going up top. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 81 yards! Touchdown, Cleveland!
Holding offense.
as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Titans out to the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Here's 1st and 10. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Going right sideline and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On the ground, here's Quinshawn Judkins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Judkins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Shador. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. And this will be from 42 yards out. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Browns will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Jim Ray DK now to return it. There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line. Well, let's see what the flag is about.
Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll go back to Pollard on 1st down, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. That's Tylan Wallace back to return. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Browns offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. His throw left is complete with Judy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. That's on the guard, Zion Johnson.
Still 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
It seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Ward. That's to Robinson. He's got it.
Complete to Wardale Robinson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's Ward. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic 1st down.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send Ridley in motion. On 2nd down, here's Ward. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Again, it's Ward. That is caught. It's Robinson. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Open man is the tight end, Harold Fannin. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That's on the former 1st-round pick, Titus Howard. Now, Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. Well, they get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10.
first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now, Shador. This pass caught by Judy. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now it's Sanders. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Titans offense going to take over just before the half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Ward. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Browns.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Browns open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return, it's Chimdike. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Sanders to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short, one of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
The 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the zone read, here's Sanders to keep it. Oh, the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. So the offense trots out the old jumbo package, so they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 3.
Sanders will throw it. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Ward. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. He did not. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it'll be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Browns offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 29-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 32 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now Shador on 1st down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
They'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here comes the blitz under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's DK. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's caught downfield by Robinson. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down. for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
Second and short.
line.
Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
He's taken out of bounds.
Well, the best screen
behind the
plays,
line
of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On play action, it's Ward. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Makes it third and
Really well done
14.
here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for three? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey Fry back out to kick this one away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start out first down and 10. Sanders keeping it on the zone read. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. From the gun, it's Sanders. Going right, it's taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Shador. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Sanders going to throw again. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Ward. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Here's Ward. It's to the left side, caught by Ridley.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st down, Ward. Open man is Robinson.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Again, it's Ward. A short one there to Bellinger. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Ward to throw again. Quick throw, taken in.
To number 13. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Throwing again is Ward. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air again, Ward. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision, doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. Oh, they leave Ridley wide open. He's got it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
That's good for a tight.
Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. Throwing, Ward. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Still 2nd down.
It is 2nd down and 5. One last throw here for Ward. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time.
And this is going to be a touchdown! What a finish! They win it on the final play! So it's a win here for the Titans.